constantly, what do you hear on the news? You don't hear anything. You know what? This is to watch George Bush's presidential address. Man, you know what, Bush? This is home, and it's your home. And you know what? To me and to many others, you don't know. I'm not going to sit here and say you forgot about it. I'm not going to sit here and say you don't care about it. But man, if you all, for once in your life, could just get away from the grit of it and just allow that money to do what it truly could do, this would be a project that people are just excited about. I mean, the amount of money by the time it makes it to contractors down here is next to nothing. I'm a prime example. I come down with equipment, not really in a concern of making money, but of helping. And you know what? It cost me money to pick up this trash. But I still done it. I still work. Don't ask me why. And don't ask me why when my wife and kids talk to me on the phone, I stay here. But you know what? If I don't stay here, you've pushed everybody else out of here. There's so many people not working, putting money in their pockets, and the guys that need to buy the fuel and comply to all the safety down here and comply to all the additional stuff that's needed to do a job, you've pushed them out. I've been lucky enough to be able to afford to stay. But you can't continue it. It's not going to get done, and it should be done. There was plenty of money to do this job. And I know and I understand, and I'll say this over and over again, that the political process allows and makes things go the way it goes. But the fact of the matter is, this is our soil. This is our country. And you know what? I don't know how anybody can go to bed at night without thinking of this. Oh wait, yes I do, because you don't talk about it. But you know what? Maybe enough people will listen to what I got to say on our little internet site and sit back, and before you go to bed at night, realize it's not just the homeless, it's a problem where this is an industry. This is people that make a living and they work. They work hard. And we don't even want to take care of them for working hard in this country. Man, if you could have saw what we saw on the shrimp docks, it disgusted me. What I'll pay $14 a pound for, these guys are getting 90 cents a pound for. Whether small shrimp, large shrimp, shrimp you die for, they're getting 90 cents a pound for it. To me, it seems very logical that if you would go and say, hey guys, you know what? We're going to buy your shrimp at a reasonable rate. And we're still going to make our money on the shrimp. But we're going to give you the opportunity to get on your feet and rebuild your community. Why wouldn't we do that? Why wouldn't we work with the margins? Why would we buy tons of product overseas and bring it in right now? Shrimp. We're talking shrimp. We're talking heritage. I mean, there's a town up the road called West Wego. It's called West Wego. Do you understand that? It's a gold miner's town. It's where the people moved west to go mine gold. There's heritage here. There's a lot here. Maybe you don't agree with a lot of the heritage. Maybe you don't understand a lot of the heritage. And I'm sure I don't understand a lot of the heritage. But I'm learning it. And you know what? There's a lot of pride. Please, at night, you know, right now I'm speaking to you 4 months, 4.5 months into this project. And I know everybody will sit there and say, oh, it's come a long way, it's come a long way. Well, I want you to introduce you to a friend of mine, okay, who's been hanging around for 4 months. Well, a little over 4 months. To me, this right here, what the friend I'm about to introduce to you, is a symbol that nothing's been done. Because for something like this to still be present, nothing has been done. Health hazards. I mean, for people to drive by, my friend, and say that something's been done. People around here will tell you things have been done, and I'm sure this place is cleaned up a lot. But just to show you, and I don't know how many hundreds of men and EPA and government officials and Army Corps of Engineers and all that. Before one more time I hear you say, come back. My friend over here is a health hazard. I mean, I'm no rocket scientist. Not at all. I mean, but a horse hanging from a tree by its foot, how can that show accomplishment? I mean, really, how can this show accomplishment on a project here? I mean, it's a horse. This is a horse, a real life horse hanging from a tree along the side of a major highway, the only highway that comes through this town. For the life of me, I can't understand how we say this project has moved forward. You can't ask people to come back to this. I mean, standing right here next to the horse, there's teddy bears on the ground. You know, this is someone's property. Hey, that teddy bear might be from Mississippi, but there's houses all around right here. How can a horse still be hanging in a tree bush? I mean, seriously, man. I'm nobody special here. But how? How can a horse, 4.5, 5 months, be hanging in a tree? It's not natural. All I can say and all I can ask is don't forget and help. But I want you to write, I want you to beg your government, news medias, any kind of outlets,